Ladies and gentlemen, yes, this is your favorite show, Sports Unfolded, with your favorite hosts, Eric and Ron.
Hey, sports fans! Welcome to the best sports podcast on the planet, Sports Unfolded, where we cover all of the top sports stories that have happened this week. I am your host, Eric. Main man right over there, Ron. How are you tonight?
I am in a good mood for some weird reason.
That is very weird, very weird. Hopefully everyone out there is in a good mood too, Ron, and joins in on the chat. Join the live chat tonight. We'd love to hear from you if you have an opinion on what we're talking about.
We'll have 5 reasons that you want to be here tonight.
We're sporting our number 5 jerseys. You can gladly let us know if there's something else you want to talk about as well. We'd love to chat with you about that as well. But before we get started, Ron, let's thank our friends there that help us continue to be heard and seen in many other areas every week.
Awesome. That's great news. Today's show is brought to you by Sprout Co-working. For all your co-working needs, large or small, visit SproutCoworking.com.
Let's thank our good friends there in Dallas, Georgia, WDJY 99.1 FM. We appreciate the support and putting us on every Saturday at 1 p.m., as well as our friends here in Southeast Connecticut, S6E33 Public Access Channel 12, and putting us on every Tuesday at 10 p.m. We appreciate the support there as well. Ron, it's been a fun week, man. It's been an interesting week. Lots happened. But, we got to talk.
Have you been watching any of that foosball?
No, is there a foosball competition going on?
Guess they're back playing.
The devil. I watched the Patriots why tie?
Shoot, I forgot again.
Why tie? Like, play something. Do something at least preseason.
Preseason, who cares?
But, I mean, these people pay money. Are the tickets free? Because if they're free, sure. Tie, everybody walks
That's
up.
Funny.
You pay for a game to watch nothing. It's like, what's the point? This isn't
But
soccer.
It's practice.
We ain't talking about a game. Not a game, Ron. Not a game. Practice. Practice, my friend. I don't know, buddy. I don't know. I guess
Me and Kenny were talking about that. There are 3 things that you can mention, and everybody knows it word for word. And it is the practice with AI, right?
Playoffs. Yep, every time.
Everybody knows.
Does not
and
matter.
then they are what we thought they were.
Denny Green, baby. One of the classics.
We let him off the
One of
hook.
the classics. I also like the dude. It was from Oklahoma State. Danny is here. Welcome, Danny. When he was like, "You want to fight me? Fight me. I'm a grown man." You know, attacking the kids. Like he's like, "You fight me. I'm a man." Attack kids. I'm like, oh,
there's
boy.
some great ones. There's
There
some great
are.
quotes out there in
Yeah.
sports that, you just know.
We're on to Cincinnati. Still be a
On
classic.
to Cincinnati. Yeah.
75 times. I think you did it. So after the gate, we're on to Cincinnati. All right, buddy. We get where you're on to. Ron, I guess we're going to continue talking sports. We're going to talk about. So people are probably out there like, what is going on? We are not LSU Tigers.
Oh, yeah. We just got signed by LSU number 5s, dual number 5s. We're a little older, so we can only be like half the,
we're in
half
that 55 plus league.
Yeah. So they decided to give us both number 5.
Cowboys preseason tomorrow against the Seahawks. Yeah, stay tuned. Danny can run your prediction on that game. But we're going to start off with our leadoff story tonight, Ron, and that is this story coming out of LSU with Jayden Daniels. His dispute with LSU has asked to no longer have his name, image, or likeness any longer as part of their school, based on the fact that there is a cornerback, DJ Pickett, who is now wearing the number 5.
Yeah.
And Jayden Daniels is a little upset about it. So who's right in this situation?
No, the team is right. He doesn't own the number 5.
But sometimes when these kids win in college, and
yes, he had that little NIL thing that he signed, hence the title of the show today. Look, it is, yes, I get, all right, so they can't use his likeness. Number 5 is not your likeness. It is not your likeness. But they can't use your name. They can't use your face. They can't do any of that stuff. The number isn't yours.
But you associate numbers with players, no? If I say 23, first thing you think of? Michael Jordan.
Steve Hines.
Number 12, sure. Number 12. We're not talking about a hamburger here, Ron. We're talking about not what you put on hamburgers. We're talking about numbers.
But, I mean,
so if you go number 12, it's Tom Brady. Like, you just automatically.
But, like, you think every team is not using those numbers?
Listen.
You think the colleges aren't using Tom Brady's number?
Yeah, I'm not saying. Yeah, but at Tom's number, I would say it's not going to be one in New England ever again.
No, but that's because the team decides to retire the number. That is fine. The college did not.
He won a Heisman.
Who
not
cares?
Enough?
What
not
else
enough?
did he win?
All right.
He won all kinds of awards for himself, not for the team.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, and this is probably not the direction we should go in, but I feel a little weird today. I want to just talk about it. Could racism play a part in this? Joe Burrow's number is being retired. Number 9 is no longer going to be worn by anyone at LSU because Joe Burrow won a championship with the Tigers.
Okay, so they're choosing to retire his number because he won a championship, right?
He won a Heisman and a championship. So Jayden Daniels' Heisman doesn't.
So where is Jayden Daniels' championship?
All right. So if you win a championship, so championship equals retired number, but Heisman doesn't.
No.
Okay. I don't know.
That's the choice for the school. Now, with that being said, look, I am sure that there are schools that definitely are borderline racist. Now, I don't think that's the case here because he didn't win a championship. Yeah, you won a Heisman Trophy. Great. That's good for you. Not good for the school. They didn't win a championship.
Does it not promote, though, that they can produce Heisman Trophy? It gets kids to want to go to that school and want to go to
I
that
understand that. But you didn't win a championship, so they're not retiring his number. I mean, it happens. I don't know what to tell you, Eric.
I just feel like there
should grapes.
Be. Yeah, I could see it both ways, but I would also say that if
he didn't win anything,
he
still has.
How does it look to kids going into that school, though?
How does it look? Maybe I can bring a championship here. Maybe I could be like Joe Burrow and
that's the only way I'll ever get my number retired. So I could be the best running back ever in LSU history, and my number can't be retired because if I just win a Heisman, it doesn't count towards anything.
Yeah, but isn't the point to win it all?
I in some aspects, I would say.
The problem is that way of thinking is the problem with everything. And look, win a championship. Everything is measured by that. How great you are. Isn't it?
You would think
it's
so.
like, show me how many championships you win, and then we'll discuss.
I don't know. The Daniels family did put out a statement saying that they were deeply disappointed and feels profoundly disrespected by LSU's decision to give Jayden Daniels' number to another player. That was their spokesman had stated that. Obviously, DJ Pickett has said that he had a great career there, but Pickett also said that, you know what I mean, it is what it is. He's not giving up the number. Hey, sexy Ron. Here we go, Jake. You're looking damn fine there, buddy.
Like, who else has worn the number 5?
For LSU, I don't know. You want to look it up?
I'm trying. Not having much success. All right, what players have worn number 5 for?
Because I would also say that at some point, Joe Burrow, yes, got it. They're going to retire his number. But how many times do you actually retire? How many numbers are retired from LSU?
I don't know. That's the thing. It's like there's probably only like a few. And Lane Kiffin is still standing by his decision to give number 5 out.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Lane doesn't care about anybody.
I don't know. I just don't think. I don't think
so
there's.
You're siding with the school.
I'm siding with the school. The heck with it. You know,
gotcha.
who are you as a player to tell us what numbers are retired? Just because you think that you own that number 5? Get out of here. Get out. Look, I'm a huge Dwight Evans fan. Number 24. Should they have given anybody else number 24? I don't think so. I think he's one of the best players of the 80s, but they did. They didn't retire his number. They gave it to Manny after that. And then it's still being worn by people. So
LSU has
look, it's just you're not good enough.
3
you're
retired.
Not good enough. Flat out not good enough. You didn't win a championship. The hell with you.
All right. 3 retired numbers for LSU. Billy Cannon, he played from 1957 to 1959. Jerry Stovall played from 1960 to 1962. And then Tommy Casanova played from 1969 to 1971. Those are the
legendary lover.
The only players. He played college halfback, returns, helped LSU team win a national championship. All right,
championship.
Billy Cannon. All right, let's see Jerry. Of course, now it's going to give me an issue. Stovall played safety and punter. LSU, a unanimous selection for the All-American team as a halfback. So he was a halfback that went to punter. That's a little weird. I don't think he won a championship, buddy. Eventually returned to LSU as a coach. They lost in the Orange Bowl the only time they made it. He's in the his number's retired. All right. So no championship. So we're 1-1. Casanova's the guy. This is the guy, Ron. He played college at LSU where he was twice consensus All-American. All right. All right. Not looking good, buddy. He's in the College Hall of Fame. His number's retired. We got that. First team All-American. Casanova was consensus All-American. Regular season, punt returns. He does not look like won a championship. So 2 out of 3 not champions got their numbers retired. Jayden Daniels, no number retired. Do you think this is because he heard that Joe Burrow was getting Hugo? Thanks for joining. That maybe he heard Joe Burrow's getting his number retired, and that's where he got a little upset about it.
Yeah, it's probably jealousy. Look, Joe Burrow at least won a championship. Okay, great quarterback. He has, had the injury bug in the NFL, but he earned it in college. So even if you go with 2 out of 4, I mean, I don't know the play. Look, I don't know the stats of college football. I watch hardly any college football. Like it's I don't really care. But if you had a championship and they snubbed you, then you can talk. And I like a lot of these self awards that people are getting. It's all nice, but in my book, it's got to be about the championships. And we talk about this all the time, like people retiring numbers, and it's just getting out of hand. We're going to have like 4-digit numbers eventually.
It's coming.
3-digit are definitely coming.
Number 1,000.
And it's like, I just think it's a little too much now.
It can be.
And it's like you got to deserve it. You going into the Hall of Fame, you better deserve to be there. I don't want to mention his name.
Save it for the end. I will say this too. If I'm the Washington Commanders, how concerned am I about Jayden Daniels? Now, he says he's focused on the Commanders and this wasn't a big deal. But why even care? You can't. You're coming back from an injury. You're trying to prove that you are a legitimate quarterback in the NFL, that your team was not a fluke the year before, where you got to the NFC Championship. Where's my focus? Like, does it matter who wears number 5 at LSU anymore? You're 3 years removed from it.
Yeah.
So it's not even like you sit back and say, "Oh, they didn't even wait a year and they're already doing it."
Not even like you're catering to the school anymore because you don't even want them to use you like me.
There you go. So
what are you making a big deal out of it?
Break ties, call it a day, and move on.
Use it as fuel. Inside, have a heart.
Easy, buddy.
No,
wow, my man's fired up. Let's go, Ron.
The heck with Jayden Daniels. Look, Jayden Daniels, you need to try to keep from being in the basement in your division, because that's where you're going to be at the end of the year, in the basement.
LFG, baby. You got it, Hugo. Fired up.
This is really annoying. You know what? He's below Kevin Durant now.
Oh, boy. Rawr. That's a tiger for you.
Sick that these players, just get over yourself. You're not that good.
All right. Well, let's continue talking some NFL here. Yeah, Danny, I got your pick on that one. The Cowboys. Danny's going Cowboys 34-7 in the preseason game. Let's talk about the Minnesota Vikings, Ron, who have decided to name Kyler Murray their starting quarterback. Do you think it was the best decision?
I mean, what's the alternative?
J.J. McCarthy.
So, yeah.
So, I was thinking about this, right? Like, obviously, they go with experience over, a 10-game career so far for J.J. McCarthy. But I also feel like if everybody remembers 2 years ago, they decided to draft J.J. McCarthy 10th overall. And it just seems like at some point you either got to move on from that decision or you got to live with that decision and see how it turns out. And yet they don't, I believe, have confidence enough that J.J. McCarthy can be a starting quarterback in the NFL, hence making this decision to go with Kyler Murray. And I just feel like at some point J.J. McCarthy's either going to feel like, A, maybe I can't play in the NFL, which now you've stunted his career. Or B, just get me out of here so I can try to play somewhere because I'm a first-round quarterback. according to the Minnesota Vikings.
This is another interesting one because I watched a few of those Minnesota Viking games with him as a quarterback. And let me tell you, from play to play, you didn't know what you were going to get. I'm sorry.
He's inconsistent.
I don't think he's a starter in this league. And I think the realization came to them last year when they're watching, Sam Darnold win a Super Bowl, and then they look at their film, and I'm like,
we could have had that guy.
We may have made a mistake.
We could have had that guy locked up.
Yeah.
Listen, Kyler Murray, 38, 48, and 1 in his career, Ron. 67.
That's not much better.
But 67.1 completion percentage, thrown for over 20,000 yards, 121 touchdowns, 60 interceptions. So nice average there.
Like, I'll give him this. He was on a very bad team.
Yeah, it didn't help.
Okay. I mean, they had some decent players here and there. I mean, you did have Larry Fitzgerald, who is, I think, one of the better receivers that's played the game. I don't know if I'd put him top 10 or anything like that.
Larry Fitzgerald.
But I would say definitely top 20.
You're nuts. He's a top 10 wide receiver all day.
I don't know if he's top 10. I don't know.
Doubt. We did that crazy stat where he had more.
Know.
Yeah, okay.
Believe me, I like
more tackles and drops in his career.
I'm just saying.
You're right.
I don't know if he's top
you're rocking. That's way too. Yes, without a doubt.
I mean, you're talking about Rice, Harrison, Moss, Stallworth.
I wouldn't put Stallworth ahead of him.
I'm just saying.
Based on
there's
his
a lot
numbers?
Of guys that you can take a look at.
Larry Fitzgerald is one of the best wide receivers that we've ever been around. He's definitely a top 10.
Look, I think he is, but I don't know if he's top 10. I don't know. I have to look at the numbers and championships.
All right. There we go with the championship thing. All right. JJ McCarthy, obviously, the only concern, like I said, is does this cause a regression in his career? So Kyler Murray's only signed for 1 year with the Vikings. And they have a tendency to let guys go to the 1 year. If they decide to say, hey, Kyler, great year, whatever, thank you, he goes somewhere and signs, can you start J.J. McCarthy going forward with the Minnesota Vikings?
Well, I mean, you're hoping that he learns from Kyler Murray. I don't know. Look, I don't know if I want to be the team that wants to have their future quarterback learning from Kyler Murray. I'm not sold on that. Now, again, I bring up that he was on Arizona. Now, he does have Jefferson to throw the ball to. If you don't have a good season this year, you're never going to have a good season.
Yeah, and I think Kyler Murray's talented. I don't know. You just did
small.
that. You did the heart thing, and I think that's some of his issue too. Like, he didn't try to carry the Cardinals. He just fed into the,
I just think he's too small.
The culture. Yeah, but Drew Brees, who just got in the Hall of Fame, was a small quarterback.
Yeah, but it's a different world with these guys that can rush.
But it was also better coaching. Sean Payton, right? Where in Arizona, I don't even remember his quarterback. Kenny, thanks for joining. All right, you ready for your crazy stat, Ron?
I am ready for the crazy stat.
The Vikings have only had 3 quarterbacks with 50 wins in their entire franchise's career. Would you like to guess which 3 quarterbacks those are?
I'm going to say Cunningham had to be one.
Randall Cunningham? No.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the quarterbacks that they had. That's
All right. You ready?
Jeff George?
Jeff George, I don't even think he played for them.
Was he on Minnesota? No, that was the Raiders.
Yes. The Colts and the Raiders. All right. Fran Tarkenton.
Oh.
91 wins Favre did not. Favre only played one season with them.
Yeah, I know. I knew he didn't.
So Favre, Culpepper, good guess, Kenny.
Dante Culpepper. That's who I was thinking of.
Did not win 50 games with the Vikings.
Wow.
So Fran Tarkenton won 91. Tommy Kramer won 54 games with the Minnesota Vikings. And a quarterback that's currently in Las Vegas, Kirk Cousins, is the only other quarterback.
Oh, my God. I forgot about Kirk Cousins, too.
That have won 50 games in franchise history with the Minnesota Vikings. So you think about their long history, and they've only had 3 quarterbacks ever won 50 games.
Wow.
So they've had more bad seasons.
Who do you think is their best quarterback? It's got to be Tarkenton, right?
Yeah, Tarkenton by far.
I would actually probably put Culpepper second.
Yeah, and Kramer actually, even with the 54 wins, I think he had a losing record. He was like 54 and 58. Yeah. So it wasn't even like
not good.
He was a good quarterback. All right, Ron, it is time for the starting 5.
Overrated franchise. Overrated franchise. Oh, this is going to be fun.
So, Minnesota's probably not going to be on here. We are giving you our starting 5 sports cities in the United States.
Oh, wait, in United States?
Yeah, United States only.
Oh.
Did you not just do the United States?
Go ahead.
All right, that's fine. All right, so with that, guys, there's probably some things. So everybody out there live right now, let us know if you think what's the best sports city today. And we're going to give you our starting 5 as well. Canadian, too. I wouldn't go with Canada either. I mean, that's just my opinion. But anyway, I mean, if you want to throw a Canadian team in there, Ron may have some foreign teams, cities out there. We'll give them that. All right, so I had 2 honorable mentions, Ron. I am first tonight. And I'm going with Philadelphia, who have probably some of the most passionate fans and the craziest fans.
Oh, is that what we call it?
Yes, passion and crazy at the same time. It's a combo thing. And I'm going with San Francisco because of the Warriors, the 49ers, and just what those teams have meant to their respective cities, especially the Warriors recently and the 49ers through those 80s.
Yeah, we saw this completely different, I can already tell.
So those are my 2 honorable mentions.
All right, so I got 4. I would have had 5, but one of them was Canadian.
Providence. Go ahead.
No, Toronto was my Canadian team. Because they love their Maple Leafs despite their lack of winning.
Yeah, but they don't love the Raptors as much.
All right, so my honorable mentions, I have Vegas.
I was going to put them in there. Now, I agree with you there. I would put Vegas, especially with the expansions now. The baseball's coming.
I look at, the Las Vegas Golden Knights.
Agreed. They put on a great show. Good. I've been to a game.
Not only that, it's just they are a good team.
Winning. They won from the beginning.
They're relevant, right?
They got the Raiders, who are, no matter which, if they stink or not, they're supported.
They're relevant.
They're supported.
But it's the Las Vegas Aces, baby.
Aces. And Ron, they're getting the A's, and they're getting a basketball team.
Yes.
So Vegas would probably be once they get all of those.
And that's why I have them as an honorable mention.
I agree. No, I should have put them on there. I did think of them, and I just probably forgot them at the last minute. So I agree with that.
I also have Miami as an honorable mention. And, despite most of their teams sucking right now, they're still kind of relevant. They have the Heat, right? Miami Heat, and they have the Florida Panthers.
When was the last time the Heat were relevant? Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, and Chris Bosh.
Yeah, but they just got Giannis.
Other than that, I'm just saying nobody cared. Okay.
They're now relevant.
Miami Dolphins were relevant when Dan Marino quarterbacked.
But they also have
the
Dolphins, which are, it is NFL, so NFL is generally relevant anywhere.
Yeah. Nope. Not giving them. Nope.
But
top
and
city.
they also have the Florida Marlins.
I lived.
They also have Miami FC.
I lived minutes from Miami for a few years. All I heard about from Miami fans was 1972. They didn't care. And I lived there in like 2000, whatever, early 2000s. They don't care about their football team. They care about 1972.
Yeah, but they care about their football team, the Miami FC.
Even that, though. Okay. I still.
They care.
They're a horrible
relevant.
city. They're horrible. Miami stinks, sports city.
I also have Chicago
Doubles
as honorable mention
might have them higher.
because there's a resurgence now in all of the teams.
Yeah, might have them higher.
They're not there yet.
Okay.
They're not there yet. The Bears playoff team last year, that's a great start. Cubbies are doing well. Even the Chicago White Sox seems to be brushing off the dirt when they were lying on the ground. And, there's the Bulls. Yeah. And the Chicago Fire.
Yes. All right. Go ahead. Next. You got one more honorable mention.
I do?
I thought you said 4.
No, we don't.
Oh, because you said you took. Okay. Did you say 4? Okay.
4.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, I did miss one. Houston.
Thank you. Houston. Yeah.
Houston Rockets, Houston Texans,
Yeah.
Houston Astros,
Yeah.
all in the mix.
Yeah.
They're all in the mix.
Texans have never won anything. Rockets haven't been
but
relevant
they're
since
all
90s.
in the mix. They're
the
playoff
90s.
teams.
Yeah. All
They're
right.
playoff teams.
All right. So we're going to start our list. Here's where we're going. Hopefully out there, let us know your top sports cities. I'd like to hear from some of you tonight because there's a few of you on right now that I know probably going to have an opinion about this. But at number 5 for me, Ron, top sports cities, Dallas. The Cowboys will always be relevant no matter what. Even though they haven't won in 30 years, they are still relevant. So I went Cowboys. You got the Mavs with Cooper Flag. You got the Texas Rangers. You got the Dallas Stars, who are always one of the top teams in the NHL. On top of the Wings for the WNBA, and they do have an MLS team in the football club Dallas. So Dallas, to me, one of the top cities in sports, probably because of the Cowboys more than anything else.
Yeah, I have them at number 5 as well.
All right. See? All right. We're on the same page. We're on the same page.
I guess we are. So
similar.
I think number 4 might.
Yeah, number 4 is going to be different. I'm pretty sure.
Number 5, Dallas. I mean,
right?
You're
the
right.
Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys are always going to be relevant.
No matter what. Those fans are everywhere. And that city is just synonymous with the Cowboys. It's a sports, like that's their thing. So, all right.
And like the Cowboys, all the other teams make the playoffs only to be disappointed.
Yeah. Wow. At number 4,
Sorry, Danny.
4 for me, I had Chicago. I'm going the Bears.
I had a feeling you had Chicago.
What they mean, Michael Jordan, the Bulls are still relevant today. People still compare LeBron, the Bulls, Jordan, like it's never going to go away. You got 2 of the most classic, well, definitely one of the most classic sports teams ever, the Cubs. So you got to count that as part of it. And they got the Blackhawks, Ron, who, again, now you think about, we just talked about, right?
Connor Bedard.
Bringing back, they got Bedard. They just brought back, I'm drawing a blank here.
Patrick
Kane, right? So, again, all that excitement in Chicago. Plus, they have the Sky and they got the Fire for MLS. So, they've got a ton of teams. So, I went Chicago at number 4.
Yeah, and they should be there. They just do a little better. At number 4, though, I have Denver. And look,
Broncos, Nuggets, yeah.
As far as baseball, they kind of stink.
Yeah,
right? That's not
where
relevant.
It's at.
Denver Broncos,
Yeah.
very relevant,
Yeah.
especially now that Peyton is there.
Yeah.
The Colorado Avs.
Yeah. One of the
I
top
mean,
teams. Always in it.
they're always in it.
Yeah,
And the
that's a good
Denver
one.
Nuggets,
Yeah.
of course.
With Jokic, yeah, run a triple.
Exactly. So they have 3 teams that are in the mix.
Agree.
And are currently some of the best teams in their leagues. Plus, they still have soccer, Colorado Rapids and stuff like that. So, so they are relevant.
Not a bad one.
You know, I do like, and I think because of how competitive the Broncos, Avs, and Nuggets are, is what really brings them up to the forefront.
I agree. I could see that. That's not a bad one. That was a good one. At number 3 for me, and I debated this one. I almost flipped this, but I'm going to keep it because I'm going to buy into what I'm going to say afterwards. At number 3, I went to Los Angeles. And the crazy part is this. They have 2 teams in almost every sport. Like the Rams and the Chargers in the NFL, the Lakers and the Clippers in the NBA, the Dodgers and the Angels in Major League Baseball, the Kings and the Ducks in the NHL. They have the Sparks.
The Ducks are in Anaheim, aren't they?
Well, they consider it LA. I don't know. It's weird. And then they also have the Galaxy and LA Football Club. So they have 2 Major League Soccer teams. Here's where I think I couldn't put them ahead of one of the other teams. Oh, the other cities, sorry. The Chargers, the Rams, I think, are relevant. They've been relevant for quite some time, gotten to some Super Bowls recently, and they seem like the team in LA. Like, if you go in between that. The Lakers, always relevant, probably one of the top sports, obviously selling for the most money ever for a franchise, $12.5 billion. They are extremely relevant. The Dodgers, completely relevant, but then you go the Angels, who aren't. So it was like I was fighting that. The same thing, the Ducks have not been good except for recently. The Kings kind of have their moments, but they're not relevant all the time. So that's why I put them at number 3, Los Angeles.
Yeah, at number 3, I have New York. And I know New York is relevant for everything. Wow. You know, it's everything.
Wow, Ron.
But going with how the teams are doing, you have 2 juggernauts, right? You have the Yankees and the Knicks right now. But everybody else is mediocre at best. At best. And to me, that brings them down a couple of notches because of that. They only have 2 teams right now that are true contenders.
Okay.
The Mets aren't, you know, the Rangers aren't.
The Nets aren't. The
Mets aren't. I mean, you go down the list, they're really not that good. But because the Knicks and the Yankees are there, that puts them in the picture all the time. Now, with that being said, this is a team that this is a city that will fluctuate in this. It'll always be top 5.
Agreed.
Because it is New York.
No matter what.
It's depending on how the Giants are doing, you know, and the Liberty, of course.
Yeah.
Liberty is struggling right now, and
but have won a championship recently.
But I'm talking about right now, this year. Yeah. This is where I rank the cities.
Okay. All right.
And so with only 2 contenders, 3 if you count the Liberty, I put him at number 3.
Okay. All right. Number 2, Ron, on the best sports cities for me. I went Boston. Listen, the issue with Boston, they don't have 2 teams in every sport. But you could sit here and say, listen, these fans in Boston by far are some of the best fans in all of sports. They will love these teams no matter what. You've been a diehard Bruins fan for how many years, Ron, right?
Yeah.
The highs, the lows, right?
My whole life.
Yeah. Thinking about it. Me with the Pats. And then you think about it, the Red Sox.
Yeah.
right? How many years did the 78 years you curse but those fans lived it every single day and they came out no matter what. And that's why I think Boston to me is number 2 because the fans and the passion. So even though they don't have as many franchises as some of these other cities, you can never go anywhere and you'll know a Patriot fan or a Bruins fan or a Red Sox fan because they'll make sure they're wearing it, they're talking about it, they're trying to watch it. They could be anywhere. Boston always comes through. So at number 2 for me for sports cities is Boston. I just quick story. I was at work today, and there's another one of my coworkers. She's a fan of the Patriots, and it was so funny because somebody asked a question about, are you how long you been a Patriot fan? Or we were talking about Tom Brady, and she said during this conversation, she goes, I still got gripes with Tom Brady because he didn't thank the city for all we put in and gave him for the 20 years he was here. When he left to go to Tampa, you remember there was that weird thing where he didn't really thank the city and thank the fans because he was pissed at Kraft or Belichick or whatever. That's Patriots fans. That's Boston. Like, we're going to hold. Tom Brady won 6 Super Bowls here, and we're still upset about him not saying goodbye to us. Because that's how passionate we are about our sports teams. And so that's why Boston, I'm almost talking myself into putting them number 1. Boston, though, number 2 right now.
Yeah, and Eric, that's why I have them at number 2 ahead of New York. It is because of those facts. I mean, when you talk about how long it's been since championships, with the Red Sox, and even the Bruins lasted a long time. This is it's just something that you don't see anywhere.
Yeah.
And when you watch games in other cities, they travel. No matter where they go, there are thousands of fans in those seats from the Boston area. They travel well. And there are some nights when you watch a Bruins game against some team like Vancouver, and they're overwhelming the Vancouver fans and etc. And the same thing with the Red Sox. You go to Arizona or Los Angeles Angels, there are more fans for the Red Sox than there are for those teams. And that is why I have them at number 2, because for the most part, they are all relevant. They're always relevant. No, even when they're not relevant, they're relevant.
Yeah, and that's what
and that is indicative of how the fans are in Boston.
Boston's strong.
And I do attribute some of it being idiots because they're going to see these games and they're not putting the best product they could have on the court, the ice, or the field. But there's nothing like a Boston fan. And when you're talking about championships, I mean, we had a hell of a run.
Yeah, we did.
A hell of a run.
We did.
And they're all playoff teams right now.
Yeah,
so
one. Boston's strong, though. That will live forever, too, Hugo. That was a good call.
Yes. Big Poppy. Thank you.
All right. I will say this, too. I think we just flipped 3 and 1. Honestly, because I got New York at number 1 just because it's the mecca of the world. They right, the mecca of basketball.
And that's not a wrong answer, Eric. It's not a wrong answer.
The Yankees, I don't care where you go in the world, they know New York because of the Yankees.
I still think they're the franchise of all franchises.
Yeah, I would say them. Probably the Lakers would be number 2, and I just think because it's LA. And it's the way that you could go anywhere and somebody, you'll be in Italy, they're wearing Yankee hats. They don't even know what it means probably, but it's just because.
You know what? I have to bring this up, Eric, because at work, I make chicken. Okay. And we have this guy that comes in every single time I'm there, and he gets his 2 pieces of chicken with wedges. And I told him I was going to mention him because he wears a Yankee hat. every time he goes in. And I'm like, I said, you're lucky that I'm at work.
Yeah.
Because I would never serve you if.
Yeah, agreed.
Right. So we joke about it, and I told him I was going to mention it because you were a Yankee fan, and how disgusted I was that he was a Yankee fan. Yeah. And I told him I was just going to talk junk about him, and but. Yeah. Great guy. Nice. He comes in all the time. We talk, awesome. And the whole bit.
That's the thing for me too, is that when I tell people, like, I support every Boston team except for the Red Sox, it's like they're like, what is wrong with you? Because it's like so crazy to think that's how passionate Boston is about their sports teams. Like, you can't like New York. What are you like? That's impossible. You're a Boston Bruins, Celtics, Patriots fan. How do, because it's like it's blasphemy to these fans.
Makes no sense.
Like you just can't do it. That's why I say it's that rivalry.
In theory, you should be a Giants Ranger.
Yeah, right. Like, and then I will say this too: that rivalry between these two cities, I think, is what's amplified them as being one of the top sports cities. Like Boston, New York, no matter what, Boston's always like the little brother to New York, right? New York's the big brother. Everything happens in New York. New York's the the light of everything.
Yeah, I kind of attribute it to like the patriarch of the family, that's what New York is. It's like the Godfather.
Yeah, right. Okay? And now there's all
then you have Boston, that is this little Al Pacino guy
trying to, right. And that's like, that's why I think that rivalry helped. Where I don't think LA had it. Like LA had Boston, and if you think about it, Boston was still fighting with New York all the time.
Right.
And it's like they never really had, because they still wear beat LA shirts today in Boston when they play them. Like, it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
But that number one for me, New York.
Yeah, mine was LA, and it's because of the domination by the Dodgers and the constant Super Bowl contender Rams are the epitome of what LA has been doing. Lakers, of course, always relevant. And when you start putting all those other teams around, and the fact that they had the
they're getting the Olympics,
that kind of vaulted them up for me for this year. Now, is it always going to be, LA? No, it's not going to be. That's one of those things that fluctuate, but the chances are LA is going to be in that top 5.
Yeah. I think they're another lock. Boston, New York, LA locks. I like the Denver one. I the more I think about it, like, you could throw them in. Chicago, you could throw it. Like, you can mix and match 4 and 5. I think 1, 2, and 3. It just depends on the order of
exactly. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, because they have a team in every sport.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a fun one. I like this. I liked just thinking about it.
It was a fun one this week.
Yeah, it was.
I like it.
Let's talk some NBA, Ron, because one of the greats have retired. I'm sure you're disappointed. Russell Westbrook has decided.
Even he's surprised
to call it. He's like, what?
Look, I hit it up in the rafters.
I hit a 3. What? Thoughts on his NBA career? So, I think surefire Hall of Famer, first ballot.
I think so too.
Right. I think it was just his attitude. I mean,
look, I kind of already miss busting on him for not winning a championship.
Yeah. So think about this. It was kind of crazy, Ron. I wrote this down. He is 4th all time in NBA history with the most points without winning a championship. The other 3 players, Karl Malone, James Harden, and Carmelo Anthony. So he played 18 seasons, and you think about the teams he was on. When Durant,
who do you
Harden,
think is better out of those 4 guys?
Malone. I would still go Malone first.
Yeah.
Even though we don't like him as a person.
Yeah, I know.
But Malone's probably the best of those players. I think Carmelo is probably the best pure scorer. But Russell Westbrook was probably the best athlete. Like he only player in NBA history to average a triple-double in 4 seasons. Averaged a triple-double. And he is first all-time in triple-doubles with 209.
It's crazy.
But he's probably going to get past this season.
Yeah, probably by Joker.
Yeah, Jokic is at 198. So
yeah,
it's going to be close there. But
like when I look at his career, I mean, he's one of the best.
I agree.
To ever play.
If he got out of his attitude, Ron, they probably win a couple championships in OKC.
Yeah.
And I just think they were too young, and it's almost like the Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum thing, where at some point you're like, oh, I want to be the big man, and it's my team, and they just couldn't figure out, because those three together, if you think about their careers, how much they could have dominated for years.
They should have won multiple championships together.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. And he's like a guy that, to your point, I would put in the hall no matter what, even though he didn't win a championship. Because his numbers speak for themselves. Like clearly he's not a guy that you just
you know, Hall of Fame generally for me should accompany with, you know, at least a championship. If not, you have to be one of the dominating players of your time. And he was that.
1,301 games in his career. He averaged 20.9 points, 6.9 rebounds, 8 assists, 9-time All-Star, 9-time All-NBA, 3-time assist champ, 2 scoring titles, and an MVP. So he won some awards. So he's got the accolades to back it up. And the fact that you think about some of those great players like Oscar Robertson, who was a triple-double, you know, one of the first to ever average it, by far 4 times more, right, for a season. Like, we're not talking about just for a season he averaged it. That's insane. Like, that's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
So, Russell Westbrook, I wish him well, man. Like, I wish him well. I think.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I mean,
I don't see him being a TV guy
outside of being
either,
the running joke, you know, with no championship.
Had a good career. Had a really good career, right? Had a really good career. Don't think he's a TV guy either, Ron. I could see him just kind of fading off into the sunset. Yeah. All right, crazy stat time. So, obviously, Russell Westbrook, he had a few teams. He played for 7 teams, Ron, in his NBA career. But he's not even close to the all-time number for a player. That player is, and this is going to probably, when they do it, Ish Smith. He played for 16 teams in his NBA career. And Ron, you know what else? He won an NBA championship with the 2023 Denver Nuggets. So he has a championship over Russell Westbrook, playing for 16 different teams.
Hall of Famer.
Right? Put him in, Ron. Put him in. Russ out. Russ out. That's crazy, though. 16 teams. Imagine that. There's 32 teams, right? 32 in the NBA?
Yeah, he's played for half of them.
He's played for half the team. Well, some of them were twice. Like, he played and then got traded.
Oh, so he didn't really play for 16
So not 16 different teams during a, But still,
that's
crazy.
different. That's not impressive.
Not impressive to you.
No.
All right. Let's talk some Major League Baseball, Ron, because there's a little bit of controversy going on. Almost a lock every year for the NL MVP, Shohei Ohtani. Let's talk now. Pete Crow-Armstrong has a chance to beat him from the Cubs. Can he do it, Ron? Can he be the MVP in the National League this season?
I doubt it.
Okay.
I doubt
Want
it.
some numbers?
Well, I saw the numbers. They're pretty even in most of it.
Yeah. 538 plate appearances for Armstrong, 27 home runs. Ohtani's at 27. 73 RBIs to 74.
Yeah.
OPS 156 for Armstrong, 157 for Ohtani. WAR, though, your stat, Ron, 7.5 for Armstrong, 3.4 for Ohtani. But it's not fair because Ohtani's got a super team. So obviously that number would drop.
Yeah, but you see, I don't think either of them are going to win the MVP.
Really? Who do you got winning the National League MVP?
I think it could be Matt Olson of the Braves.
Wow.
You take a look at Matt Olson's numbers, 35 home runs. The RBIs are more, the average I think is lower, but the run production, both runs and RBIs, are ahead of both those players.
Wow. Okay.
And, when you're talking about the Braves possibly taking that division, I think along with that is going to come Matt Olson for MVP. I think right now, he should be leading that charge. And the other two have some catching up to do, and I don't think they're going to do it.
All right. So I
Matt
like
Olson.
that. All right. Matt Olson, NL MVP, according to Ron. All right.
Yeah, I think he's going to take it.
Ohtani and Armstrong both get beat up. All right. Interesting. Nice take there, my friend. Nice take. All right, Ron. Crazy stat. Cubs have had 5 MVPs in their team's history. Do you want to name all 5?
All right. I would think one of them would have to be Ernie Banks.
Ernie Banks won 2. Yes.
So
59
MVPs, right?
MVPs. You have 4 other players.
Sammy Sosa.
Sosa did win one in 1998. So you're 2 for 2 right now. You need 3 more.
Ryan Sandberg.
1984. You are nailing this one. 3. 2 more.
The other one, that's a little tricky because, and I'm going to say it because I like the player. I'm going to say Andre Dawson.
Andre Dawson. Interesting. That is 4 for 4. There is 1 more, Ron. So you've nailed Ernie Banks, Ryan Sandberg, Andre Dawson,
and
Sammy Sosa.
I'm forgetting a big name too, and I can't think of who it is.
And honestly, it's only been 10 years. They won it 10 years ago for the Cubs.
I can't
think about they broke up that championship team. He got traded.
I know it came off of that team.
Got traded.
And I can't think of who it was.
All right. 2016, Ron, number 5. Chris Bryant. Chris Bryant won.
Right, Chris Bryant.
Right? But you did pretty well there. 4 out of 5, my friend. That is pretty good.
And I knew it was off that team, and I'm like, I can't think. It was a big. He was a big star back then.
Oh, yeah. 10 years ago. And I will say this, Ron. Think about how long the Cubs have been around. The only fact they only have 5 is pretty scary. Like, I was like,
I know, isn't it? That's crazy.
You would think they'd have a lot more than that because they've been around, one of the original teams. All right, Ron, before we get into our split decisions, if you want to thank our almost new, semi-new, was new.
Tonight's show is brought to you by the once new 990 WBOB radio page, offering links to your favorite Providence shows, including this one, Sports Unfolded, and the Bryant Bulldog Sports Hour.
Also want to thank our friends at 99.1 WDJY FM in Dallas, Georgia. Thank you for the support and putting us on every Saturday, as well as our friends there in Southeast Connecticut, S6E33 Public Access Channel 12. Thank you for putting us on every Tuesday night. And thank you all for being out there live talking to us tonight. We appreciate the support there. Continue to keep them coming. All right, Ron, it is split decision time.
I find it very interesting that you did a Chicago Cubs MVP thing.
All right. So split decision segment, we basically ask each other 2 more likely questions, and we got to make a decision. I am first tonight, Ron. So your first split decision is which recent champion is more likely to win back-to-back titles? The New York Knicks, the Las Vegas Aces, or the Seattle Seahawks? Who's more likely to win back-to-back championships?
Las Vegas Aces.
I don't know this year.
To me, I don't think it's close.
The Lynx are like dominating.
Aces, yes, I understand that. I think it's more likely that they do it than the other two teams. I don't think Seattle comes close.
Flushing that toilet.
And I don't think the Knicks come close either.
Okay, so going Aces. All right.
I'm going Aces.
No love for Sam Donald's figured it out though. He's going to be like.
Yeah, sure he has.
He's going to win more than Brady. No, he's
he's also going to have a tougher schedule this week. Just newsflash.
All right. So Aces. All right, my friend.
Wait till that Rams defense gets in front of them.
Yeah, I think Aaron Donald coming back possibly could have a factor in that too.
All right. It's funny with the MVP thing for the Cubs. I went the other way.
Okay.
As you see these four teams here, what team is more likely to have an MVP first? Red Sox, Bruins, Pats, or Celtics?
Definitely not the Red Sox. Well, I mean, I think they pick up gritty guys. Like they don't get. So I don't think they'll ever get a guy that's just going to be like the face of Major League Baseball. So I'm going to take the Red Sox out of it. The Bruins, to me, there's one guy. And that one guy, I will say, has a great opportunity because he's probably going to be the only guy that can score on that team. So he may dominate in that area, but I think the team is not going to perform well, which will hurt his chances. And so I think I would take Pasternak out of it, which leaves me with Tatum or Drake May, because those would be the two more likely.
It's funny how we can name the actual guy.
It's probably more likely. That would be and that's why I said Boston. I can't even give you a guy that I would say right now could be one.
This is the perfect scenario that I thought you were going to say.
Yeah. So I will say this. I think there's a stigma with Tatum. Like, I don't think the NBA wants to give it to him. I don't know why, because there's been points where he's probably been close to getting it and somehow finishes fourth or fifth. Like he's never in a race. Like, and it's blew my mind because the kid puts up numbers. I also think that I feel like they're going to regress here without Brown. And I think that's going to hurt Tatum because I really feel like people are going to say, well, see, Brown could carry this team to a playoffs, and I'm not sure Tatum can. I'm not saying they won't make the postseason, but I don't think they're going to have as good a run as they did with Brown. So I take Tatum out, which means Drake May probably has the best opportunity, especially since they loaded up offensively. So Romeo Dobbs, A.J. Brown, re-signed your guy to a longer extension, Hunter Henry. But they have pieces around him that can make plays, boost his numbers. As long as he doesn't have like a turnover, regression where if he stays around that 8 to 10 interception range and puts up some similar numbers, I think Drake May has a very good shot. So I would go New England Patriots, more likely to get an MVP first.
Very good. Very good.
That's a good question. I like that. Speaking
of what we thought they were.
Damn it. Just slammed up. There it is. All right, Ron, I got a Patriot question for you too. All right. Which New England Patriots rushing stat is more likely to be beat this season? Travion Henderson, who rushed for 911 yards. Ramondre Stevenson, who rushed for 603 yards. Or Drake May, who rushed for 450 yards. Who's going to rush for more yards and beat the last season's total?
I'm going to say Henderson. Well,
That means he's
I
probably
mean,
1,000
Stevenson
yards
has
back.
got to break his.
You would think.
You would think.
But to me,
but I think I'm going to still go Henderson.
Henderson, right? I think this is going to be a breakout year for this kid.
I think he's good.
I think we just talked about Jahmyr Gibbs last week, the contract. This kid has got the speed, the talent to be that mold.
Yeah.
So I agree. I think Ramondre Stevenson.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I love Stevenson. I really do. I like him as a player.
I do too.
The fumbles sometimes hurt him because then they stop playing him as much.
Sometimes.
And he has the injuries. He had injuries last year. He had the injuries the year before. So I agree with you. I could see Travion Henderson, 1,000-yard back. Would that not surprise you?
It would not surprise me at all. In fact, if he becomes the guy, then, I think this team is going to be better offensively than last year. I mean, when you start looking at these guys that they have.
And I will tell you the stat that will be most important, Ron. If Drake May's rushing for 450 yards, that means trouble because he should be able to throw the ball more and hand off to one of these two backs. So
that line's
going to be crucial. So hopefully he doesn't rush over 450 yards because that means that's not good for the Patriots.
No.
So I like it. Travion Henderson, good call. All right, what do you got? Number 2.
You're a Rocky fan, right?
Oh, I love them.
Get the statue.
Oh, I thought you meant the ice cream, Rocky Road. I'm sorry. Rockies, you got it. Oh, okay. I was all excited. I was like, we're going to have ice cream.
Philadelphia.
I was about to get scoops. Oh, Rocky, the boxer. Okay, Balboa. Hey, you knocked him down. Now, why don't you try knocking me down, Tommy? All right. Yeah, Rocky. All right. Yeah, Balboa. Got it.
Rocky Balboa.
Got it. Rocky. Sorry. I thought you meant the Rockies.
No.
Rocky Balboa.
Who is more likely to get the next statue in Philadelphia?
Oh, LeBron James. Okay.
Is it Joel Embiid?
No way.
Kyle Schwarber, Travis Konechny, or Jalen Hurts?
Can I say none? I don't think any of those guys get a trophy.
Yeah, but who gets
a statue?
The next
sorry, statue? A statue. If I had to say, okay, so who's number 1? Hurts. Jalen Hurts.
Schwarber, Konechny, and Hurts.
Schwarber, Konechny.
One for each team.
What's Konechny doing? How's his stats?
Philadelphia Flyer.
No, what's his numbers? Like, is he?
Oh, well, you should automatically know that he's their best flyer currently on the team.
I narrowed that down. How many hockey guys get a statue? Like, did Gretzky get a statue?
Gretzky got a tournament named after him.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I don't even think Gretzky has a statue. Do they do hockey statues?
I'm sure he's got one somewhere. Probably in his yard.
Edmonton? Maybe in Edmonton?
Yeah,
Hurts, I disagree, Hugo. I think Hurts I think he's done after this year. They don't like him for some reason, and the kid wins, but.
Oh, that hurts.
I gotcha. So I'm not going Hurts.
Wow, I'm actually surprised.
I'm not going Embiid.
Damn, really?
Yeah, Embiid. I mean, the guy's
Hurts get hurt.
He's been hurt more than he's hurts. He's hurts a lot. So
it hurts a lot.
Yeah, so that gives me Schwarber and Konechny. I'm going to go with the hockey guy because I don't think Schwarber's numbers are that great. He's 300 and something home runs. It's not like he's like.
You went with the guy that I thought you were going to eliminate first,
right? That's what I'm saying though. They
didn't give one to Bernie Perrant. They're going to give one to Konechny.
You say more likely of those 4 guys. 3 of those guys, I don't think Hurts will be there. I really don't. I think if he lasts 2 more years,
I probably would have said Embiid.
Embiid has never played in Philly.
I understand that, but he has a shot at winning a championship this year.
he's not going to play he's never going to be on the court.
Hey, a Philadelphia fan can dream.
All right. Go Sixers. All right, let's talk some NHL, Ron. That was a good segment
about the
this
statue
week.
anyway.
That was good. It got me all confused. So I was like, the Rockies. I love the Rockies. Like they got the little trees and the home runs. All right. How concerned should we be, Ron, about the lack of signings from the Boston Bruins this offseason?
You mean the promise that they made that they were going to go out and get a legitimate center?
So I obviously I'm going to probably hack a few of these names, but I wanted to read off some of these names because I know everybody out there will be like,
"Oh, you got all the guys that they signed?"
Yeah, and they're going to be like, "Holy cow, we got all these
short
guys."
List.
Luke Kavalin, a 1-year deal for $850. He's a goalie, obviously a backup.
Yeah.
Jari Petra,
Another
goalie. Backup, right? 1 year, $850. Defenseman Connor Clifton comes back.
Yeah.
2-year deal.
Well, we had to get better on defense. Wasn't he the guy that they rushed out of town because the year that they broke the record, they couldn't play defense in their own end, and he was the biggest problem?
Bring him back.
Let's bring him back.
Maxim Gounet. A defenseman, 1 year, $850,000. Defenseman Jordan Harris. We got a Jordan. Jordan Harris.
Jordan.
1 year deal, $850K. Defenseman Brandon Gaunce, $875, 1 year deal. Left winger Brian Halowin. 1 year deal, $875.
Hell of a player.
I think all these guys are going to Providence, by the way. And then the biggest move they made was they traded for right winger JJ Peterka from the Mammoth. 25 goals, 22 assists, plus 6.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Thoughts?
There's a lot of thoughts there. I couldn't say any of it. They restructured their defense as if that was the biggest problem. The bigger problem was when they signed all those third and fourth liners and blocked all your prospects from getting there, and then proceeded to do the unthinkable, trading them all away and letting them all walk.
Smart.
And they still haven't signed Patra yet. The guy that you need to have in camp still isn't signed. Makes no sense to me. Bringing back Connor Clifton, I love this toughness, but the guy's a sieve. He's a sieve.
How do you really feel about him, Ron?
He's terrible defensively. And, again, can we not sign any more third and fourth liners so that way it blocks Patra again? If you re-sign him? I mean, it makes no sense. You let Lysell and Merkulov go. You just said, okay, we don't think you're part of the future. You don't know because you didn't play them. Even the year, I'm getting really annoyed right now. Even the year where they came in, the bottom of the barrel, they made all those trades. They played all those guys that are career minor leaguers rather than playing all your prospects. Why would you do that? That is the worst thing you could possibly do. Every team in history, no matter what sport, when they're out of it, they bring up their prospects to see what they got. The Bruins didn't do it. And we're supposed to trust them?
I did want to.
Cam Neely, we are going to get a top line center. Where is he? Nowhere to be found.
So,
but yet you're talking about trading Zaka? The guy that is your top center right now. That should be on your second line. And you're thinking about trading him? Are you dumb? Really, are you dumb? Fire Don Sweeney today.
Wow. Also wanted to just mention that they finished with 100 points, right?
Great.
Seventh seed. Team that finished behind them, the Capitals, 5 points behind them at 95 points.
And look what
they made some big moves. Jordan Kyrou, Alex Tuck, Boone Jenner, and made sure Ovechkin came back.
Yeah,
good shot.
They just signed 3 top guys.
Yeah, good shot. They jumped ahead of Boston. So
yes, absolutely.
Based on what Boston did, I think there should be some concern that this team may not make the postseason next year.
Well, the good news is Ottawa decided to trade Brady Tkachuk. So Ottawa's
kind of in the So you're fighting Ottawa for that last spot.
Yeah, and Buffalo did lose Tuck.
Yeah.
And this is why the Bruins didn't do anything. Two teams got worse.
Yeah.
It's the logic, right, that I was telling you about Boston. This is the logic.
Yeah. No.
People will still pay.
They'll go to the Bruins. They'll still defend them. All right, Ron. I wanted to give you a crazy stat here. I'm giving you a crazy stat because this will cheer you up because I know you like tough guys. So this is a tough guy alert stat. Do you know who's had the most career fights in NHL history?
Tiger Williams.
He's number 2, believe it or not. Ty Domi, if you include regular season and playoffs, 339 career fights. 339.
Oh, because of playoffs.
Yeah. So 339.
Tiger Williams didn't make playoffs very often.
No. Then he was second overall. Kind of crazy though. 339 fights is a lot. That's like what?
I never thought of him as the top dog either.
That's almost 6 seasons every game you fought, right? 80, no, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 seasons. Of fights. That's almost 4 straight seasons of fighting every game. That's what that would equate to. You fight every game for 4 straight seasons. Yeah. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, Ron, it is pick and roll time.
I do like tough guys.
It's time for pick and roll.
All right, my friend, pick and roll.
This is a good one, too.
It is episode 33 of season 6. So we took 33-year-old Major League Baseball players, and we're going to rank them from 6 to 1. And those players are Javier Baez, Jose Ramirez, Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber, Mookie Betts, and Bryce Harper. I am first tonight, Ron, so I will start us off.
We're going to be different on this.
We probably will be. At number 6 for me, I went Javi Baez, 4,914 at-bats, 1,240 hits, 195 home runs, 252 batting average. Definitely didn't like that at all. Only 671 runs, 699 RBIs, not enough for me. 116 stolen bases, 3 All-Stars, a Gold Glove, a Silver Slugger, a one-time NLCS MVP, and a championship. So even though he won a championship, and not many of these guys won more than one either, I still put him at number 6. At number 5, which I thought this guy would be a lot higher, I went Kyle Schwarber here. I didn't like his numbers. 4,971 at-bats, 1,156 hits, which was less than Baez, 375 home runs, a 233 batting average. Not good. Definitely the lowest on this list. 869 runs, 853 RBIs. He's not even a 1,000 guy. 40 stolen bases, 4 All-Stars, a Silver Slugger, and a championship. So I was like, it didn't impress me. Again, I thought this guy would be higher. Trey Turner for me at number 4. 5,643 at-bats, 1,651 hits, 203 home runs, 293 batting average, which was the best of these guys. 950 runs, 688 RBIs is what set him way back for me. I did not like that RBI total. 332 stolen bases, 3 All-Stars, a Silver Slugger, 2 batting titles, and a championship. This guy I thought would be lower. Jose Ramirez, I put at number 3. 6,296 at-bats, 1,744 hits, which is more than Turner, 295 home runs, more than Turner, 277 batting average, about 16 points lower. But he's got 1,000 runs, 1,054 runs, 986 RBIs, which is 300 more than Turner. 316 stolen bases, 7-time All-Star, 4 more than Turner, 6 Silver Sluggers, 5 more than Turner. So he went to number 3 for me. At number 2, I went Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper at 6,861 at-bats, 1,909 hits, 388 for home runs, a 278 batting average, 1,227 runs, 1,122 RBIs, 159 stolen bases, 9-time All-Star, 4 Silver Sluggers, 2 MVPs, an NLCS MVP, and a Rookie of the Year, but no championships, which means at number 1, I went Mookie Betts. 6,409 at-bats, 1,845 hits, 306 home runs, a 288 batting average, 1,213 runs, 952 RBIs. He didn't get to 1,000 yet, but 197 in stolen bases, 8-time All-Star, 7 Silver Sluggers, which was 3 more than Bryce, 6 Gold Gloves, Bryce has none, a batting title, Bryce hasn't won one, Major League Baseball Player of the Year, Bryce Harper didn't have one. He also won a Defensive Player of the Year, 1 MVP, and 4 championships, Ron. That's what put him at the top. That's what made him number 1 for me. Mookie Betts.
Did you do your stats last night?
Yes.
Because there was like 1 here, 2 there, missing from all the totals I got. Kyle Schwarber must have hit 2 home runs last night because he has 377 now.
He did. The Field of Dreams game. Yeah.
So it was kind of funny. I was like, wow, so I know when you did your research.
Yes, last night.
So I really thought we were going to see differently. It was exactly what I have. Javier Baez. I'm still trying to figure out who this guy is. Which one doesn't belong?
I mean, it's not bad,
good
but
player. He's having a good couple of years.
Yeah.
Get a finding his
championship
own late in his career. Good for him. He was number 6. Number 5, I had Kyle Schwarber. I love those home runs, 377 already. He does pile up a lot of runs and RBIs, and yes, he doesn't have as many as some of the other players, but he also has less at-bats than everybody but Baez.
Mm-hmm.
A lot less. So those numbers will creep up and gain ground, but his batting average is only 233.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
And I mean, I do like the power numbers, but you got to do a little better than 233. I want to see at least 260 for a power hitter. That's what I want to see. And I know it's a different time, but I expect that. Number 4, I also had Trey Turner. I thought that he had pretty good numbers. It just isn't enough. Those RBIs killed him.
Like 688
killed him.
Just not.
And
he played on good teams, so it's not like you could sit back and say he played on bad teams. He's on good teams. Like Trey Turner's been on good teams.
Yeah. He did win a World Series and 3-time All-Star, and the 2 batting titles are nice. So he's going to hit at the top of the order. So he's not going to have those RBI chances that like some of these other guys. But the fact that he has more RBIs than Kyle Schwarber was impressive, and that put him ahead of him. number 3, I had Jose Ramirez. I had him penciled in at number 3 when I got the list, and that is exactly where he ended up. I think he's a hell of a player. 1,700 hits, 295 for home runs, 277 batting average. That is pretty solid for a guy that can hit for some power. And the fact that he's a 7-time All-Star and a 6 Silver Sluggers proves that he's one of the best third basemen around. And being responsible for 2,000 runs for production is impressive at this time in his career. 33 years old, he's already got 2,000 runs responsible for. So, hell of a baseball player. I would like to see him, in Boston, maybe, At number 2, this was tough. This was a lot closer to me than what I thought it was going to be. Like, I had Mookie penciled in at number 1, but I thought it was going to be a lot more of a separation. It was not that much of a separation. You're talking about 55 hit difference. Bryce Harper does have a lot more at bats, like 400 more at bats. So Mookie Betts does have a 10-point lead on the batting average, and that's indicative of that. Bryce Harper hits for more power, 388 home runs as opposed to 306. But everything else really kind of favors, Mookie Betts when you're talking about all those, accolades. The other All-Stars, 1 off. Bryce Harper has 1 more, but 6 Gold Gloves. I mean, when you're good defensively, and the fact that Mookie Betts went from outfield to shortstop to second base, and he hasn't complained at all. How about that, Raphael, huh? You might think if Mookie Betts can do it, anybody should be able to do it, right?
Agreed.
The 7 Silver Sluggers, the batting title, and, the numbers just edge out. And the thing that is glaring are those 4 championships that Mookie Betts won. Now, you can take last year and the year before off the books if you want to, because it was stacked, right? He still won 2 others.
Yeah. I would say this. If Bryce Harper had won 2, I think I would have a hard time not putting Harper ahead of him.
Right. If he won 2, I probably would have went Bryce Harper.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like not having a championship.
Even 1.
Yeah.
Even
might have
1.
Put him, a little bit. Yeah. All right, Ron. We are going to talk some Hall of Fame. So obviously Michael Strahan, now a member of the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame. Thank you to the fans that voted for him. That was a close one too. Him and Peppers were neck and neck. But now we have an opportunity for you to get the next member of the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame.
This is a good one.
This is a great one. For tennis, we've got Steffi Graf, Monica Seles, Martina Hingis, Zena Garrison, or Lindsay Davenport. All you got to do is scan that QR code
They
right
all deserve
now,
to be in there.
and you could cast that vote. I will tell you right now that as of today, let's see, we'll go back here. And the leader of that is still currently Lindsay Davenport. Steffi Graf's close, though. So, again, if you think Steffi Graf deserves it more, scan this QR code right now.
I like them both.
Yeah, they're both very good.
I would be upset if either of them won.
Lindsay Davenport currently leading in that. But great opportunity to get the next member into the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame, as well as for the NHL. Ron, have at it.
Jean Reitel, Guy Lafleur, Bobby Clark, Darryl Sittler, even though it says Sutter on the actual poll, it is Darryl Sittler, famous Toronto Maple Leaf. And then, of course, Bobby Hull.
And
So
this one is tied, my friend. Jean Rattel and
I have
Guy Lafleur
no idea how Guy Lafleur is not winning
is
this.
currently tied. So, again, help us get one of these guys into the Sports Unfolded Hall of Fame. Just cast your vote, scan the QR code as we speak. And
This is Guy Lafleur's second shot.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. All right, Ron, it is prediction time. And that Packers-Steelers game was the one that put you over the top. So you changing your mind worked in your favor.
Get out, really?
Worked in your favor, yes. Otherwise,
oh, that's fantastic.
And speaking of ties, the Pats game didn't count. So, yeah, there's Hugo. Hugo last week too, man. Yeah, 3-4, still over 50%, man. You're holding steady. Again, Ron 4-3. I went 3-4 last week. So again, some really good time here for you all to pick and give us your predictions. Get your name added to the chart. We're going to start off in Major League Baseball, Ron. Series starting tonight. Arizona Diamondbacks at the Atlanta Braves. This is a best of 3. Diamondbacks playing some good baseball, but the Braves are so hot at home. One of the best home teams. I'm going Atlanta here.
Yeah, I'm going Atlanta as well. I just think they're too good. Expect Matt Olson to bolster his MVP season.
Okay.
And he's going to hit 3 in this series.
Okay. Hugo going with the Braves as well. All right, Hugo. On the 17th, we have the Chicago White Sox at the Chicago Cubs. This is crosstown rivalry here, so this should be a fun one. Who are you taking, Ron?
I'm going to go Chicago Cubs. I think
going Chicago.
With the Moose, I'm going to go Chicago.
Throw it out there. I'll go Chicago.
I'm going Cubbies. I just think that, with the moves they made, I think they got enough of the horses to dominate the city.
Kenny's going Braves. Hugo went Cubs. Kenny's going Cubs. I also went Cubs. And White Sox do not travel well. Cubs much not great at home, but they're better than the White Sox.
All the same in both?
Yes, so far. WNBA action on the 14th round tonight. You got the Dallas Wings at the Indiana Fever. Listen, Caitlin Clark, that bunch, they are really starting to play some good basketball.
I'm a little warm.
Yeah, Dallas has not played as well this season. They're kind of up and down. I'm going Indiana at home.
Yeah, I'm going Fever.
Sam
Cunningham.
Hugo throwing up those emojis. He knows how to do this. Look at those. That's a fever. That's a fever and puking and whatever's going on with that other poor person. Kenny, who are you taking? Wings at Fever, WNBA action.
Got fever.
In the morning, fever when you hold me tight. Fever.
Oh, I was singing Garth Brooks' Fever.
Yeah. I guess Kenny backed out again. All right, we're going to go 8:15. You got the Minnesota Lynx at. Oh, there he goes.
There it is. He went Fever.
Kenny was looking for the emoji. All right, we got the Minnesota Lynx.
Walmart internet. Yeah, it's very slow, Kenny.
Tomorrow night, you got the Minnesota Lynx at the Las Vegas Aces.
I'm going Las Vegas at home. They need to make a statement here because Minnesota is right now running away with everything. They gotta show that they can compete.
Yeah. No, listen, good pick. But I'm going Lynx here. The Lynx have lost 2 games on the road all season. They are dominating the road. So I am going Minnesota here. Kenny's going with the Sausage Lynx. Okay, Kenny, Lynx. That's our basketball guy, by the way.
So I'm the only one that went with Vegas.
Yeah, Hugo's going with the Lynx as well.
That makes me feel good, actually.
Hugo, you didn't want to go with sausage for the emoji, Kenny? Hi, my basketball guy. All right, we're gonna some NFL preseason action, Ron. Tomorrow, you've got the Los Angeles Rams at the Kansas City Chiefs. Who are you taking?
Wait, it's you.
Is it me? This one? I'm going Rams here. I just think they drafted the quarterback. The kid's gonna play. I'm liking the Rams.
I'm liking this. I'm going Kansas City at home, Arrowhead. That kid's not going to be able to throw the ball.
Hugo's going Rams.
I'm liking this. Yeah, go all y'all. Go Rams. All y'all.
Chiefs, though, man. I mean, I don't know. Getting old.
Kenny will take a little while.
They're busted up. Going Rams. I mean, Rams, listen.
Patrick Mahomes Garrett's playing this game.
Garrett's playing. No. Kansas City for Kenny.
Well, that doesn't make me feel better.
Yeah. See. All right. I'm going to put down our man here, Danny, for this one. 8:15 as well. You got the Dallas Cowboys at the Seattle Seahawks, Ron.
Yeah, I'm going Dallas, man. All the way. It's preseason, so it means nothing.
I'm going Seahawks here. I think I just think that I don't know. Dallas is on the road.
Danny's going to go 1-0. What are you kidding?
It's tough to play. Hugo's going Dallas. Yeah, I just think if you're going to have the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead
for Seattle,
I don't know. Who's the backup for Dallas?
Who's the
we can do this all day. Who's the backup for who? That new segment. Who's backing up who? Kenny's going Seahawks.
And now I feel good.
All right. You got some soccer action. This is going to end up in a tie because it always does. Into Miami, CF at Nashville Soccer Club. Back it up.
Who's in first place?
Ooh, look, that could be the name of the segment. Back it up. Miami's in
I'm going to go Miami.
Nashville's in first. Miami's in second. You're going Miami?
I'm going Miami.
I'm going Miami as well. Messi's father passed away. Our condolences. He is back with the team now. So I think he's going to be,
he's scoring for his dad.
For his dad. So, yeah.
Like 3
Not
times.
Miami. So Hugo's going Nashville. All right, Hugo's going Nashville. Kenny's going to throw up a flamingo. Come on, Kenny. Flamingo means Miami. Miami Vice. Oh, he's going Nashville. Kenny's going Nashville as well. All right, off topic, but is that Terry Glenn in the background? That picture there is Ty Law, Tom Brady, Drake May. Chuck, thank you for asking. Drake May, which is the dumbest nickname. I don't think anybody ever. Chuck, do you want to make a pick on any of these games?
Chuck.
Oh, is it
Chuck?
Judd Boy Chuck?
Going on daily.
Oh, all right, Chuck. Yeah, Terry Glenn. I was looking at it. Do you know he's like 3rd or 4th all time in New England Patriots receptions? Terry Glenn.
Yes.
It's kind of crazy.
She was a great player.
How bad were we, though? Like, you didn't play that
really long. Nothing on that one? Nothing?
Yeah, I got it, Bill. All right, Parcells. We got you. Yes, I get it. All right. We got a race here, Ron. We did have a top 5 finish. So we got it last week. Blaney did finish in 3rd. But this week, it is the Cookout 400. A lot of burgers, a lot of hot dogs. It's in Richmond.
Does that mean Bubba's going to win this one?
I don't know. Top 5 driver. It's a short track. I'm going Austin Dillon. He's won this race 2 out of the last 5 years. Austin Dillon. That's who I'm going with.
It's a good one. I'm going Christopher Bell, the one that let me down a couple of weeks ago.
I thought you said never again, Bell.
Yes, but I just have this feeling he's winning this race.
Oh, because last week, screw Bell, never again. I'm never picking him. Wow, how things change quickly.
Yeah, well, you know what? I have some sources.
Chase Elliott. Right.
And they're telling me that he's fired up because he just missed last week.
Okay.
You know, he finished second, and he hasn't won a race this year.
Okay,
Eric, and so he's fired up. He feels like he's at his peak right now of the year. So I'm going Christopher Bell for the win.
He can ring that bell. All right, Ron. It is final thoughts time, and our final thoughts don't necessarily have to be anything sports related. It could be about anything happening in the world today. Anything. I've got two, so I'm going to start us off. First and foremost, I want to talk about these New England Patriots and the situation with Christian Gonzalez. So I don't know if you've heard this recently, but Christian Gonzalez is in a little bit of a contract dispute with the New England Patriots. So Patriots have said they're going to make him the highest paid cornerback in the league. Oh, Chuck going Joey Logano. All right, Chuck, I'm throwing you in there, my friend. You're making the list.
Making the list, he's checking it twice.
All right, Bruce. Still a good version, though. He did a great job with that one.
It's the best version.
Yeah. So Christian Gonzalez now has come out, or his agents come out and said that they want to do a percentage clause, which makes him a percent. Every year, his contract would go up based on his percentage of the team's salary cap and keep him as the top paid cornerback for the next 4 to 5 years. I can't believe I'm going to say this. I think it's time to trade Christian Gonzalez. I don't understand how a player in this time thinks that that's going to actually be a thing. That's never going to happen. It's never happened in the NFL, and it's never going to happen. You'll be the top paid cornerback this year. Unfortunately, every year it changes. This is just the nature of the beast. Drake May is going to make more money than Josh Allen in a few years because that's just where it goes. And somehow a player thinking that he deserves to be the top player for the next 5 years every year on his contract is asinine. And if this is the kind of thing that we're going to have to deal with for the next 4 to 5 years of him complaining that he's not the number one guy financially, then you know what? Go somewhere that's going to do that for you, because I guarantee you're not going to find a suitor. So little upset about that. Secondly, on the NFL, never cease to disappoint me when these guys and these teams in this league does not hold their players accountable for their actions. And it disgusts me that at this point in time, we are going to sign a player, cornerback Terrion Arnold, who got cut by the Detroit Lions and is currently facing 8 felony charges based off of kidnapping and robbery, to a contract because he had a great workout for our team. At what point?
What team?
The Seattle Seahawks.
Okay. Just want to clarify.
At what point does the league and these teams start to realize, like, these guys in their character should matter? They represent your city, your team, the community. And somehow, because I am talented enough to run, jump, catch, it eliminates any bad actions that I may have taken. I am not saying he's guilty, Ron. But until that proceedings happen, he should not be allowed to play in the National Football League. That is a privilege. You should honor that privilege by having some respect. Things happen. These are serious charges. These aren't, you know what, little misdemeanor, drug thing, whatever. Everybody does marijuana now, whatever. This is 8 felony charges for kidnapping and robbery. And we're going to bring him on our team because we think he plays well. Disgusting. The Seattle Seahawks disgust me because you have just proven yet once again that a player's character and their actions off the field don't matter as long as they're talented on the field.
That's why Dallas is going to win.
It's disgusting. If I'm the league, I'm banning this guy from ever setting foot on the field until these things are taken care of. And then that goes right up the Seahawks the way it should. That's my final thought.
It should go up the Seahawks something.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's ridiculous that this kid is getting a chance. And how many players get cut every year who just play and try to play hard? And this kid took it for granted and did something stupid or got himself involved in something stupid. And yet we're going to let him 8 felony charges run. 8. It's not like, one little thing, 8 felony charges. That's like the kid that from the Raiders, the wide receiver who killed those people. When he gets out, if he could still run and catch, are we going to bring him back? Let's bring him back. What the hell?
I mean, the whole kidnapping thing is kind of terrifying, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, you took a hostage.
Can play football, Ron. Deserves a shot. It's disgusting. It's ridiculous.
Another thing that is disgusting and ridiculous is Doc Rivers going into the freaking Hall of Fame. What are they thinking? Like, I don't care what his record is. The guy literally just sits there on the bench and lives off the fact that he has all-stars playing for him every game. He doesn't go to a team that is struggling with players. You know, they have all these young, talented players and they have no direction. No, you know why? Because he can't win unless he has all-stars on his team. Like, this is more blatant than what they were doing with Phil Jackson, who only coached all-stars. At least he had Dennis Rodman to deal with.
He won, though, too. At least Phil Jackson
did win with those teams. The only reason why he has a championship is because Kevin Garnett came. That is the only reason they won. Kevin Garnett was here, and he changed the attitude of all the players on that bench. He was the guy that won. He should have been the coach of the year that year because he's the guy that changed the culture in the Celtics. Doc Rivers was just there. Okay, we're going to put Kevin Garnett in. You know, I could have done that. I should be the one going to the Hall of Fame right now, not Doc Rivers. You stink as a player. You stink as a coach. You lose everywhere you go.
Oh, you offended Kenny
in the playoffs because you stink.
You offended Kenny. I will say this. I agree with you, Ron. I don't think he deserves to be in. I don't. Not as a coach. I mean, Kenny, if you can sit back and say he had a load
to open the door for people.
Loaded Clippers team, a Bucks team that was loaded. He couldn't win. He can't win. His best coaching job, Ron, was when he was 41-41 with the Orlando Magic.
Right.
Because he coached a bunch of nobody that nobody expected to even win, and he got that team to the playoffs. Like, that was his best coaching job. So, Kenny, you could sit back, but he doesn't have Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen. He's not winning a championship.
No.
And then after that, he ends up with Blake Griffin, Chris Paul, DeAndre Jordan at his prime, and couldn't win. So I agree with Ron on this one, Kenny. I'm sorry, but all right, that is our show tonight, Ron. It's been a fun one. Right now. You're so mad. You're going to end on a mad note. We're going to end on a good note because we want to thank all those that joined us live tonight. Oops. Kenny, Danny, Chuck, Hugo. We had some guys on tonight. We appreciate all of you. It has been fun. It has been fun. Want to thank all of our fans that are going to watch afterwards. If you watch our show, support us on all of our website, our platforms, our social media platforms. I saw web and I started again. But check out the website as well, Sports Unfolded website or Rhode Island Broadcasting's website. Some great shows on there as well. Want to thank our good friends there in Dallas, Georgia. Want to thank our friends in Southeast Connecticut. Want to thank our good friends there in Providence, Rhode Island. Thank you for all the support. If you want, share, follow our show, tell your friends about it. Join us next Friday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'd love to have you. As well, we ask for one thing every single show, Ron, and I don't think we'll ever get it, but I'm going to keep saying it because someday it may happen. Let's get some peace on earth.
Have a great night, everybody.